I'm Noëmi Manser. I'm from Basel, from Switzerland. I'm a painter. I grew up in New Zealand, Basel, and then moved to New York. In 2010, I started to really focus all my life to painting, to drawing. I saw your work in New York. I was already mesmerized there. I dreamt of seeing my art expanding in this way. I really want to transmit this feeling that I'm feeling when I'm painting. When I saw your work, I just saw the immediate link, and I thought it would be very interesting to try to merge the two and to work with someone who mastered his medium.
My name is Buyukberber. I'm a new media artist. Interdisciplinary dialogue for me has been always inspiring. I think having a new eye, looking yourself and your process and your life from a different angle, makes you realize a different level of appreciation.
I was quite overwhelming, I have to say. I didn't come with any expectations, and to watch you work, it was very interesting to see how you approach it and how you included me in the process too. One day you showed me your work, all that you did, and I absorbed it. The next day I presented my work. You did the same. And the third day we try to see where can we connect the two worlds in the best possible way, and where it can also expand from there, because there's infinite ideas and possibilities with what you do.
When I was looking at your art, I saw what kind of composition you're creating with the figures and the forms around them. I really liked this kind of freer expression in the forms and how they're becoming more and more abstracted in a unique way. There is a similarity in terms of patterns and aesthetics and the color palette that I also use in my own work. When you dive into it and pay more attention, you realize the details and the figures and how they're surrounded, how the forms are all interconnected with each other, adding a movement layer, a light layer on top of that tactile feeling and texture of the canvas. The whole becomes bigger than some of its parts.
I mean, it almost seems like we planted a seed and now we can watch where it wants to grow. I imagine large-scale installations and spaces for people to be immersed in the whole experience. I can get lost in my own painting. It becomes this living entity. I had a sensation in my chest, just melting away, and my brain wasn't sure how to process that. So it was kind of just blanked out. It was just you see something new for the very first time. I feel like what we created, it needs to be felt. There's no other way. It's an absolute beautiful experience and relaxation of the whole nervous system.
Having this focused time together in this artist residency concept, we found a potential of how our work can merge. We were both quite satisfied with the result. When that works in that small experimental scale, it becomes, I think, easier to imagine different possibilities and how it can be applied to different spaces.
I mostly paint alone, but there's also this aspect that when you bounce off ideas together, you're in a physical space together, you feel the energy of the other. There's so many things I learned in this week now, and not only about art, even about myself, my own behavior, my own thinking, and it was a really rich experience.